Hey everybody. So I had a potential client the other day come in and wanted some costs on different flooring options. He wasn't sure what he wanted exactly. He's kind of in that preliminary stage, making a budget, and just kind of wanted to see where he would have to be at for different types of flooring and kind of make that decision. So my name is Joshua Crossman. I'm the owner of PTL Flooring here in Yelm, Washington. And my purpose today is to help you in that budgeting stage. Look at those different flooring options and how much they cost so you can start to develop your budget as you're out shopping for different flooring. And you can check out my other videos if you want explanations of different types of flooring out there. I'm not going to dive into those on this video. So I'll give you the broad spectrum of pricing. This is just a rough idea. So each type of flooring, of course, have different options in that, and so different price points, but I'll try to give you just a general idea so you can have a good idea of what it'll cost. So let's start with my favorite, and that's solid hardwood flooring that's sanded and finished in place. I think it's beautiful. It's my favorite. So, but that is also the most expensive flooring option out there generally. So if you went with a basic hardwood floor, called basic, this means the most common. If you went with, say, a red oak floor, you're looking at about $18 a square foot with a natural, good quality water-based finish on there. And so that's going to be on high end of your flooring options. Now, we have a special here in the showroom at our store we call the shop special. And that's somebody wants a hardwood floor, they desire it, they just can't afford the $18 a square foot. It's a little much for them. But they're not very picky either. So what we do is we take whatever we can find and we throw it all together and make a beautiful hardwood floor that's very unique. It could be different species of wood, different widths, grades. But once it's all said and done, it is a beautiful hardwood floor that lasts and looks awesome because it is unique. We've done that several times. So if you come in and ask for that, you're going to be around $13 a square foot. So quite a significant amount of savings. And then you got moving down the list of waterproof laminates. Now, waterproof laminates are really nice. They're newer to the industry. It's not the same laminate as it was 15 years ago, a lot more durable. And so those are going to range you, let me look at my list here to make sure I get that right, a little over $9 a foot. So currently $9.33 a square foot for a good quality waterproof laminate. Again, there's some cheaper, some more expensive. That's going to give you just a general idea. And then moving on from there, you have the waterproof floorings. They're called the LVPs, SPC. So that's going to be a little bit lower cost for a lot of products. So a good quality LVP install is going to run you a little over $8 a foot, about $8.25 a square foot. Now there are cheaper options out there. We don't recommend going with a cheap LVP. A cheap LVP, it doesn't last. It's not very good. Go with the quality. Now there's, again, that $8.25 square foot, plus or minus, depending, but that'll give you a pretty good idea of where you're going to land at. And then we go down to the lowest cost option that we offer, because we don't do sheet vinyl, which is pretty least expensive, is carpet. Carpeting is going to be your most cost effective floor covering. Now, if you went with a kind of a lower grade, not the high grade stuff, just something that looks pretty decent, not super cheap, but it'll do the job. You can get in for about $4.25 a square foot. So there you go. Yeah, $4.25 a square foot on up to about $18 a square foot. Of course, if you research us, you see we go a lot higher than that with a lot of our custom woodworking stuff we do, but that'll give you a general idea. So let's say you have 1,300 square feet. You had a level of your house you want to do the whole floor in, and let's say you want to do it all in carpet. You're going to be around $5,000, $5,500. And if you want to do it in the LVP, going to be around $10,000, almost double. And then that waterproof laminate is going to be a little bit more, about around $12,000 to do that 1,300 feet. But if you wanted to spend the bucks and get the real hardwood, the real stuff, as people call it, you're going to be, around $23,000, $24,000 to do a 1,300 square foot house. Now, these costs do not take into mind the prep work. So the prep work, there's baseboards that have to be removed and reset. The existing floor covering needs to come out and disposed of. If there's any subfloor flattening work we need to do, that's where we're sitting at. You got to take those costs in mind. And then also, do you have any pets that need to be out of the home? Do you need a kennel so they're not in the way, tripping over, as they're installing the new floor? Keep those factors in mind. Do you need to stay at a hotel for the period? Depending on what areas of the house you're doing and what you're doing for flooring, sometimes you can't be in the house. It's just not conducive. So take that into effect. A lot of times people go on vacation, and then you have furniture costs. You need to move everything out of the house. Do you have a place to put it? If you don't, where is it going to go? Do you need to get a pod unit? Do you have room in your garage? You can stack it. Do you need to pay somebody to come over and help you move everything? So those other costs that aren't, always thought of, you need to take into factor. And then last but not least for cost, if you want to save some money, you want to DIY it, you're going to save a lot of money. You're probably at least half almost. In general, pricing is about half labor, half materials. That's rough. Sometimes it's, give or take. But a lot of the LVP and the waterproof laminates that we sell are pretty simple to install for the average person that has a little bit of skill set. I've seen a lot of bad jobs, so that's what I said. You got to have some skills, carpentry skills, because if you watch a lot of HGTV, all those things online, everyone says how easy it is, but I've seen a lot of terrible installs. But for the most part, it's relatively easy to put in. We do sell disc products themselves, so you come in and see what we have. We're starting to carry stock of different things if you had to have it today. Most everything we can get within, a few days. It's in different warehouses just down the road. So hopefully that helps in your budgeting process. Check out my other videos where I talk about the different flooring products as you begin this research of getting a new floor. And if you have any other questions, please reach out to us at PTL Flooring. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.